What is this about?
Bullying.
Okay.
Have you ever seen a student get bullied before?
No, I haven't, actually.
If you did and he came to you for advice about bullying, how would you deal with it?
We would go to the office and I would report it, and then I would talk to him about anything that was bothering him, and just make sure that he was in a safe place and that his parents were contacted, and basically follow protocol.
If you had a son and you heard that he was getting bullied, how would you deal with that situation?
Not well. No, I mean, I would follow the same protocol. We would go to his school and try to get names to the office so that they could handle the kids that were bullying my son, and talk to him about, I guess, not being afraid of his learning environment, because school should be a fun, safe place, a place that you want to be and that you feel comfortable in. So I think if you're comfortable, you can learn on a different level.
Ask next. You got a question?
What's your definition of bullying?
Bullying to me is just, I mean, there's so many different ways you can look at it. Basically, just pulverizing someone over and over until they feel, their self-worth has declined, making fun of someone for no reason. And it makes you wonder about the person that's bullying, because it's a learned behavior, so it kind of makes you wonder what type of house they live in and who in their home is bullying them. Because you don't wake up one day and just start bullying. You have to have learned it from somewhere, from somebody in the home or someone that you're in contact with. So I guess bullying is just, picking on someone over and over, and to a point to where, that person feels very uncomfortable, or just the life has been sucked out of them.
Did I have you been bullied personally? Have you ever been bullied personally?
Yes, I was bullied my freshman year in high school by a senior girl.
How?
She bullied me in the cafeteria. She came over to my table, where I'll never forget. She came over to the table that I was sitting, and I was sitting with other freshman girls, and she said some really mean things to me.
How did that make you feel?
Well, I dealt with it. I stood up and I said some things back to her, but I was very graceful, if you will. I wasn't rude to her. I think I just stood up for myself verbally. I didn't create any type of physical harm or disdain. But she stopped at that point, because I had just kind of taken it, walking down the hall, and she'd holler something out, and I would just keep walking. And then when she came to me in the cafeteria, I stopped it. So, and then I reported it, and I said if anything happened, to come to us again. But she stopped, and then she graduated, so I was done with it. So.
Do you have to be a teenager to bully?
No, gosh, adults bully adults. I work with a great faculty and staff. I've never seen any of our immediate staff members bully, but in other situations, there are adults, or I'm sure bullying happens in college, and you don't have to be between 12 and 18 to be bullied, or to be a bully, or it could happen at any age.
Do you think if more people that got bullied stood up for themselves, would it be good for them or bad for them?
Well, it depends. Sometimes when you stand up for yourself, if you're against 4 or 5 people, depending on how harsh the bullies could be, you always want to be aware of the circumstances and the environment. I think there's nothing wrong with standing up for yourself verbally, but if you make physical contact, there's always a consequence for that. So it's hard though sometimes, especially for boys. Boys always want to fight back physically because it's just who they are and their makeup. But if you